disappears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause you love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Momentum is fleeting. Trends dissipate. But champions have their name etched into history. Can Joe Hendry etch his name into the bedrock permanently of TNA Wrestling here tonight?
Oh my God.
The first time these two clashed it bound for glory, Hendry's dream was dashed by forces outside of his control. Many believed he would never get another opportunity like this again. He runs up against a man that is arguably the greatest wrestler walking the planet today. The fighting champion, one of the most decorated wrestlers alive. The wanted man, Nic Nemeth. Ladies and gentlemen, we can officially announce that we are sold out tonight for TNA Genesis. We want to sincerely thank the Curtis Colwell Center and the city of Dallas for the hospitality, and we want to thank the TNA Wrestling family, not only here in Dallas, but also all of them working from all corners of the world to make this company so special day in and day out. Thank you all for joining us tonight for Genesis.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA World Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 252 pounds, Joe Hendry. And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 213 pounds, he is the TNA World Champion, the wanted man, Nic Nemeth.
Nic Nemeth came to TNA to continually revolutionize his career that is already a Hall of Fame level career. If you ask anybody who's watched this sport for any number of years and watched Nic Nemeth work, he knew that this was where some of the best talent on the planet was and came to prove himself against them. And now he has to prove it against arguably the hottest act of the entire year last year. who gets it done here in Dallas.
It's not just an act. What Joe Hendry has been pursuing, it's not a flash in the pan. It's not an overnight sensation. This has been 12 years of grinding and trying to find that moment when he could break through. And yes, Joe Hendry broke through in a big way in 2024. He came this close at Slammiversary in a six-man elimination match. He came this close at Bound for Glory one-on-one with Nic Nemeth. But as I mentioned, that night, you had Frankie Kazarian as a special guest referee attempting to call his shot for a TNA World Title match. Kazarian's looming in the building tonight. Let's remember that. John Layfield's involvement that night at Bound for Glory. That clothesline from hell he delivered to Joe Hendry and Frankie Kazarian. And also, unbeknownst to Nic Nemeth that night in Detroit, John Layfield struck his brother Ryan Nemeth, who has been kicked out of the ringside area from what we understood moments ago.
Well, Joe Hendry has the opportunity to prove all of those doubters, to prove anybody who does say it's an act, it's a flash in a pan, it's 15 minutes of fame here and gone. Tonight is the night Hendry has to prove that once and for all. By his own word, this feels like it's his last chance.
They say everything in life comes back around. The match that Joe Hendry had saved and downloaded on his iPod, and it'll date us all, I understand that life, was the match between Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe, ironically from Genesis 2006. That's what hooked him. That's what hooked him to TNA wrestling years ago in Scotland. Covering a kick out by Hendry, a 2 count early. He's got to be careful.
Here we go again.
Another cover, another 2 count early.
Nemeth using it. Here we go. Whoa.
Oh, shoulders down there by Hendry. Hendry, a champion in the Commonwealth Games many years ago, did that to get himself to be able to handle the world of professional wrestling from an athletic standpoint. Fireman's carry.
Of course, the athletic background of Nic Nemeth, the incredible collegiate wrestler from Kent State.
Hall of Famer.
No doubt about it. He brings that background to the table as well. So again, outside of their accomplishments within pro wrestling, there was an athletic pedigree between these two that should not be ignored.
Oh, able to drop Nemeth.
A rare one-upsman in straight wrestling there from Joe Hendry over Nic Nemeth.
Oh, and a straight drop kick by Nic Nemeth. And let's not forget, the wanted man is the show-off and the man who tries to steal the show every time he goes out there. One of the most decorated champions that exists in the world of professional wrestling right now.
And Hendry answering with some physicality of his own.
Off the ropes. Trying to quicken the pace here. Oh, Nemeth hit with that knee right to the face.
And Hendry having answers for Nemeth each step of the way here. And here's the strength of Hendry.
Oh, was trying to get Nemeth up there for that stalling suplex and a sleeper attempt here by Nemeth.
This is dangerous. This is a bad place to be in this early in the matchup.
Hendry was trying to get all the blood to rush to the head of Nemeth with that stalling suplex. Now the wanted man trying to put Hendry to sleep. Cut off the blood flow.
Squeeze all of it out of the head of Hendry now, you're right. Oh, wait. Whoa!
Look at the strength. 252 pounds of pure motivation.
What a counter.
Down goes Nemeth.
All that strength on display from Joe Hendry. Wait a second.
Oh, God.
Wait,
Come on.
He's got a ticket, Tom. That's a paying customer right there.
Ryan Nemeth was ejected from the ringside area, but he's purchased a ticket and he's getting a seat amongst the fans.
Thank God, you know, somebody held one back for him in this capacity crowd here. It pays to know people in this business.
Found a loophole. Santino Morella's directive. Oh, DDT there by Nic Nemeth. Here's the cover. Shoulders down. Oh, and a kick out by Hendry. Hendry's got to be careful here. A lot of close 2 counts.
I mean, you saw it. That caught the attention of Hendry when Ryan Nemeth came out here. Little things like that can cost big in a matchup like this.
Crossface by Nemeth.
Twisting and grinding at the neck and shoulder joint of Joe Hendry here. Ooh, that makes things like the standing ovation a lot more painful, a lot more difficult to execute.
This thing you and I have talked about with Hendry on this meteoric rise. His physical strength is one thing, but it's his mental fortitude. He just doesn't quit.
Can't take that away from him. He's gone through a lot of obstacles. Whoa.
Sunset flip, shoulders down to win the title. Kick out.
So close there. Here we go again.
Trying to surprise Nemeth. Great speed there by Hendry.
Look at this, where we're going. More roll-ups.
Rolling through. Here's a cover and a kick out by the champion. Taking out the knee and now a neck breaker by Nemeth to slow up Hendry.
Well, Nic Nemeth got the better of the end of that exchange, but one of the telltale signs of success in this business is the classic, are you coachable? Can you learn? I gotta give it to Joe Hendry. He's learned from his past matches with people like Nic Nemeth. Giving up that mat game, he's upping his wrestling game.
Josh Alexander at Victory Road in San Antonio.
Similar story there, he learned from that encounter as well.
Now a shot to the heart by Nic Nemeth to hold on to the championship. Oh, and a kick out. And I think Nic Nemeth is feeling a little bit too arrogant at this point in the matchup.
We've heard him talk in various segments over the last several weeks. He's always told Joe Hendry, like, hey, I respect you. I know you have a lot of people who believe in you. That's great. But he's so confident in that he is that best wrestler walking the planet today that, yeah, maybe that's leaking out a little bit. Maybe that's coming. Hopefully, it does not backfire for the wanted man.
You could understand Nemeth bringing that confidence with him.
You have to.
Two-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, 6 Intercontinental titles, former AAA Mega Champion, former IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion, a litany more championships in WWE, and he's reigned now for 183 days as the TNA World Champion.
In this game, in this sport, I would much rather, and I think anybody in the back would much rather come into a contest maybe a little overconfident than have 1 second of doubt, because that 1 second can cost you everything.
And Nemeth, feels like he's got all the time in the world. Elbow right to the back. Here's the cover, trying to retain, and a kick out. There's Ryan Nemeth, the little brother of Nic Nemeth.
He's watching his big brother, Tom, as if he hasn't let you know that Nic Nemeth is his big brother.
Yeah, we got that.
Look, he's just looking out for his family. I can't blame a man for that. Just because your family doesn't want to talk to you doesn't mean you have to take it out on the Nemeths. Ooh, Hendry now, again, once again, bringing that physicality to the wanted man, to the TNA World Champion.
Go for a rude awakening, hold on, might get one right here. Hold on, backslide and a kick out. Drop kick by Nemeth.
Again, right on the button. And dare I say, to the point you made earlier, maybe Nic Nemeth, seemingly oddly enough, I think maybe isn't taking Joe Hendry as serious as he did in their first encounter at Bound for Glory. He's seen the crack in the armor, maybe, if you will, with Joe Hendry, and maybe feels even more confident here tonight that he has the answer to beat him again.
Considering the tension between the two ever since Bound for Glory, Ryan Nemeth's involvement, I understand, but hold on. There by Hendry. Things got extremely tense between these two this past Thursday on Impact that Joe Hendry went to hit the standing ovation on Ryan Nemeth. Nic Nemeth protected his little brother and super kicked Joe Hendry clean out of his boots. The frustration's been mounting.
Very much, but I mean, family defends family. I mean, it was instinctual. You saw it on the face of Nic Nemeth too. Wasn't even sure he wanted to do it. That's just what you do with your family, but either way, it's led to the breakdown in relations between these guys.
Oh, now Joe Hendry with an uppercut.
You see, Nemeth there was egging him on, telling him, yeah, bring the fight to me. Let's do this. Show me what you got.
And Nemeth might want to be careful in this exchange. He's given up about 50 pounds to Hendry. These uppercuts can do damage.
Now, Hendry taking over.
Big clothesline and the strength of the Scotsman on display.
Here we go. Looking to throw. Nemeth!
Following slam and a kip up.
And Hendry is coming alive. That confidence is returning. Dallas believes.
Oh, wait a minute. Going for the standing ovation. Oh, Nemeth able to avoid it. Going for another sleeper. Hendry able to escape. Oh, wait, no. Was not able. Now kicks out of it.
Nemeth was relentless there for a moment. Hendry now.
Trying to set up for a power bomb. Oh, and a straight headbutt by Nemeth. Oh, and a pop-up power bomb by Hendry.
Is that enough?
To win the championship. Oh, kick out by Nemeth.
1 second away from making history, from achieving the dream.
And now Nic Nemeth crawling underneath the bottom rope. Looked like he was looking for some safe haven there, and a back elbow. Hold on, up under the shoulders. A little AA from Hendry. Cover to win the championship. Oh, and a kick out.
Again, so very close, but now the wanted man, Nic Nemeth, showing one of the other reasons he's been so successful. He's become so well known in the world of wrestling. It's this resilience. It's this never say die attitude of his own.
Straight shot there by Hendry, driving Nemeth into the corner. This is a pivotal point in the matchup for Joe Hendry. You have the advantage against the TNA World Champion. Now, do you have that proverbial killer instinct? Can you finish? Can you close?
You've got to push that advantage, press it, put the pedal to the metal. As these two fight in dangerous territory here.
Down goes Hendry. Now Nemeth perched up top on the crossbody, but Hendry held on.
Rolls right through, and now back to his feet.
Up onto the shoulders once again. Oh, he's going. Oh, wait a minute, a famouser.
Are you kidding?
Famouser, cover. Oh, and a kick out by Hendry.
What a counter from the TNA World Champion. Pop up right into the famouser. Hendry was almost down, but gets a shoulder up just in time.
Nemeth's been on the wrong end of a few AAs in his life. I think he knows how to come up with a counter.
And he did at just the right time. This match goes on. Nemeth back to the outside, thinking of maybe trying once again to go to the top rope, try something risky here.
What was Nemeth calling for? This is not typically in the wheelhouse of Nic Nemeth.
And it looks like, ooh! Hendry saw it come and cut him off with the pass.
Going up top, oh, and a fall-away slam from the turnbuckles. And again, we talked about the confidence of Nic Nemeth, and
Wait a second.
Oh my God.
Is this it? Is it happening?
Frankie Kazarian with the Call Your Shot Gauntlet Trophy.
He talked about this matchup earlier tonight.
Kazarian can call his shot for a TNA title match of his choosing anytime, anywhere.
Could this moment be happening? Wait a second!
John Layfield! Sean Layfield involving himself in another Nemeth match. Clothesline from hell. Layfield intervenes in another Nic Nemeth match.
Oh my God!
And has punched his brother again. Deja vu from Bound for Glory.
And one more time, as quickly as he appeared, Layfield disappears into the ether. Chaos in his wake.
The sold-out crowd live in Dallas is fixated on one thing.
Wait.
Nemeth and Hendry in the TNA World Championship. Hold on, hold on.
Look out!
Standing ovation.
Is this it?
Cover, cover. Oh my God.
What? Take a look. The standing ovation. How close was this? How did it happen?
No one has ever kicked out of the standing ovation.
Hendry's looking to give it one more time.
Nemeth is back up. Hendry going for it again. Nemeth escapes. Into the top turnbuckle, super kick. Oh, danger zone.
That's gotta be good night. Hendry, what?
Kicked out. Hendry is still alive.
How? Nic Nemeth with his opportunity here, a super kick, danger zone, combination, and somehow Hendry stays in this fight.
Nic Nemeth can't believe it.
Nobody can, I can't.
And now tuning up the band for one more super kick. Trying to end Hendry's night. Oh my God. Another following slam.
What a resurgence here from Hendry.
Joe's calling for it.
Is this it? The standing O!
Cover.
Do you believe?
We have always believed.
Here is your winner and new TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry.
can't fight it. You have to believe in Joe Hendry as much as he's believed in himself to climb to this mountaintop. Take another look. Throwing Nic Nemeth away. Energy coursing through his veins. A decade plus of striving. And then the final toll, this standing ovation sealed the deal and ended the journey.
And now Joe Hendry celebrates with his parents at ringside. What a moment. But let's not forget, Joe Hendry said it a million times. Joe Hendry has gotten to this point in his career because of the people, because they believed. Joe Hendry is your TNA World Champion because he believed and because you believed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight for Genesis. This is the new beginning of TNA Wrestling.